All right, we better send it out now to Joe Galli, who is live with AAA, talking about how to save a couple bucks with how we drive. Right, Joe?
Oh, that's absolutely right, Michael, because pain at the pump equals pain in your wallet. And who do you see for pain? You see the doctor, of course, and today I am the car doctor today. And, you know, I got my nice little stethoscope, so I'm going to take a listen into what our little family van here has to say. Huh, that's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, apparently according to my prognosis is you're spending too much on gas, but there's some fun things that you could do, or maybe not fun things, but definitely some things that you could do for your vehicle and have mechanics come and handle some stuff so that you can get the best deal at the pump. I'm here with Tom. Tom, you're a certified technician. What's some of the stuff that you guys do here at AAA to make sure that people are getting the best bang for their buck out of their engines?
Some of the simple things is just an induction service. Help keep the intake system clean. Over time, there is carbon buildup. And what that carbon does, it'll restrict the airflow. It'll just create too much turbulence inside the engine, not allowing the air to get to the cylinders properly.
So your engine's going to be working way too hard. You could see that grime and grit as I just kind of go ahead and take my thumb. Oh, you don't want that in your car, so you want to make sure you get that service going.
Right.
But you guys also do something, you want to make sure people know about their spark plugs, right?
You definitely do want to check your spark plugs, because if the spark plugs are wore out, they're not burning the fuel efficiently, so your engine is going to work harder to get the peak power out of it.
And of course, every 3,000 miles they say you should check your oil. So me being the car doctor, I'm going to pull the dipstick out here. And as with fashion, you go ahead and dry off your dipstick. If you're ever checking your oil, make sure to clean it off first. Put it back in there. That's why it's a dip and it comes back out. How are we looking there, Tom?
Oh, that oil looks great.
Oil looks great? Well, it's because they just changed it over here at AAA Car Care Plus. And you know what? The great thing about being over here at AAA is they did a recent study. People who are AAA members and have their cars taken care of in places like this, cars actually last up to 10 years. And you know what? It's not just the cost of fuel, it's the cost of your car. And if you go ahead and do these simple things and you keep your basic maintenance on your vehicle, the overall cost for your vehicle over time, of course, is going to go down, and that's the immediate impact on your wallet anyways. Now, that's some of the stuff that some of the technicians can handle here. When we come back in just a little bit, we're going to talk about some of the simple things you could do at home just by popping your hood and maybe getting out one of these little babies and checking that tire pressure gauge to make sure that you're getting the best deal that you can with your vehicle when it comes to fuel economy. Michael, back to you.
All right, good stuff, Joe. Thank you very much. And of course, we are giving away 2 $500 gas cards here at WNWO. If you go to our Facebook page and click like, as soon as we get to 8,000 likes, we're trying. We're in the 7,000s here. We're getting there, chugging along. We will give out those 2 $500 gas cards. So pretty good deal there. And of course, if you don't win that, you'll need those tips from Joe. So stay tuned for those. All right, welcome back at 6:33. A little bit earlier in the hour, Joe Galli was out at AAA talking about what technicians can do to make our cars just a little bit more fuel efficient. Now he's back out live telling us what we as drivers can do. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, Michael. You know, we're back out, and I am the car doctor today, and I'm standing right next to a nice little Chevy S10 pickup. I got a lot of friends that drive this. Say it gets great gas mileage as far as truck goes right here. But as the doctor, I do have a prognosis. We have a problem. And it's going to be right here in this part right here. And it's all the money you're going to have to pour down this thing week after week when you have your long commutes. But that's why we're talking to Ed. Ed, you're the service manager here. What's some of the stuff that people can do as far as tire pressure goes?
Sure. The biggest thing, Joe, is that we look at is tire pressures, of course, when we do an inspection here at AAA. So you just grab out your handy little tire pressure gauge there.
I got my tire pressure gauge. We're going to go ahead and check this truck right here.
You just put it in there, and then it'll tell you what the tire pressure is at.
31 pounds.
Right. And then the way to check that is inside the door, it'll tell you what the tire pressure should be.
And according to this, it says 35. 35 is the number, so we're a little bit low.
So a little bit low.
So
and then
that's what's robbing him of the mileage right there.
Absolutely.
That 4 pounds can be a few miles, a few miles per gallon for you. But we're going to go ahead, Ed, let's move over to the hood of the truck here.
Certainly.
It's not just the tires. You got plenty of other things that you need to be aware of when you're going ahead and checking your car to make sure you get the most optimal gas mileage for it. Mm-hmm. What do we have here? What are we looking at?
Well, this is the air filter, and this is something that we check on every oil change that we do. And as you can see, you got leaves in there. It's very dirty, and there's even a little stick in there. So that's something that'll definitely restrict the air going into your engine. And this is what of course, when we replace it, what a clean air filter should look like. So definitely a big difference there.
And another thing we can check on, you know, we mentioned it before that the technicians go ahead and check this stuff, but it's really not all that difficult to go ahead and double check your oil, even between 3,000 miles and 1,500 miles. That's a little dark in there. Let's wipe that off. Let's get that another check right there, because we got to give it that extra dip to make sure that we're going ahead and getting that proper check with this oil. And look, that's a little low and a little dark, isn't it, Ed?
Yep, so it's definitely time for an oil change for you. Absolutely.
And getting that oil change is going to go ahead and help you save some bucks at the gas pump. But, you know, there's plenty of other things you could do with your vehicle. Not in regards, but, you know what, driving the speed limit, doing all the things that you were taught at driving school, all the things that can really help you drive not only safer, but smarter, and help you save money at the pump. And that's all things that you can go ahead and you can go to AAA.com. They got all kinds of information for you to figure out all the good ways you can keep driving, keep your car up, and keep some money in your pocket when you're hitting the road every day. Michael?
Car doctor, huh, Joe?
Car doctor, just for today. Just for today.
Okay. Something tells me
They printed out a little certificate. I'm gonna hang it on my wall.